It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see the dual threat, Christian McCaffrey. Your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. It's the 49ers and the Jaguars, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Hi again, everyone. Brett. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And able to get this out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations in high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior, whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and is doing everything in his power to follow through.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Now Lawrence to throw. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Lawrence on the move. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. On 4th down on his Logan Cook to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Niners at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Oh, good move. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And some room to run now. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 5. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Hey, hey, hey.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On red.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
This is caught. It's Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field.
And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready?
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got this down to the 35. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Now Purdy.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set. 33-yard line. Alert! Alert! Ready.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Back to throw, Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
This is 2nd and 8.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Purdy now to throw.
That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
2nd and goal from the 1.
McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 10 to 7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's the 24.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. This is taken at the 15. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Trap 60.
Purdy looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. Throwing here, Purdy. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. Purdy going to give it to Guerrero. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Isaac Guerrero, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill in for a loss.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Taken in at the 22. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
The Niners offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And even 150 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist.
Now a hit and a loose football.
And it looks like the defense has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. This is McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
2nd and 10.
McCaffrey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And to throw again is Lawrence. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. That's caught. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. A handoff left, McCaffrey. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run with McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Third down. Here's McCaffrey. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
24. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles.